You are off something crazy. You are on that Conor McGregor pack. Of course you're gonna blame it on the black man, and of course you're gonna try to deflect because that's just what narcissistic white women do sometimes. But where's the proof? So you just pointing a finger? You just snitching on somebody else with no proof? The joke's on you, Lily. On June 19th, Lily Gaddis posted on her Twitter account that Candace Owens has died. I'm gonna post it right here. The tweet says, "It's with deep sadness and sorrow that I am sharing the passing of my longtime friend and fellow political commentator, Candace. But I also can't shake the feeling that this wasn't simply a random tragedy." Now, I don't know who or what the fuck she's talking about. There's suspects that she blamed. Candace is confused. The internet's confused. I'm confused. There's so much going on. Candace is going back and forth with Kash Patel and the FBI. It's getting serious. This almost seems something like a warning. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we're gonna get into who I think and who you think really posted these tweets about her death. But wait, before we get into who did what, this isn't a hacker that hacked this lady's account to post this emotionally detailed story about Candace and her family. This is someone that knew what was going on, that was close to Candace or knew about and had been in affiliate with Candace that wrote this post. So it almost seems like this white lady, Lily, who I have read is highly racist. It's very unnecessary, Lily. You don't need to be doing any of that, okay? Calling us ninjas and all of that stuff. You can hate us if you want to, but we still winning. We don't care. Lily Gaddis blamed Jordan Daly. The only two people that had her account was a thumbnail designer and Jordan Daly. Jordan Daly is a black man. Now, of course, you're going to blame it on the black man. And of course, you're going to try to deflect because that's just what narcissistic white women do sometimes. But at the same token, I'm going to pop this tweet up on the screen right here. The only two people who ever had access to my X account is the guy who touched my... I just told you that part. This Daily character apparently is a social media whiz and DM me about advertising stuff and social media help. He also knew people at YouTube who said he could get in contact with to help me get my monetization back on YouTube. He said he'd help Myron out as well, and I confirmed with Myron. So, okay, but my thing is, well, that might be true, but where's the proof? So you just pointing a finger? You just snitching on somebody else with no proof? Like, does that even make sense to you? That doesn't make sense to me. That's not how things go. You need to come with proof before you send out tweets and try to deflect because of the allegations that you put on your Twitter post initially. Now, Jordan Daly, he responded, "Of course you should, because this is ludicrous, ridiculous. This is retarded." Okay? Now, look at this tweet that he said, "I haven't talked to you in months, nor worked with you in months. Don't blame me for something you did on your own accord." Now, my thing is this. She says that she had just two people that had access to her accounts, right? But there's a manager, a collaborator. She might have said it when she was on a drunk bender off of red wine, sipping in her house, just mad that Candace is really out here having motion. Because Candace has motion. I've heard of Lily only a few times. And I guarantee you that Candace is a well-rounded person on the internet. Everybody respects Candace. Now, with this stuff, these allegations, false stories, false narratives, we don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. But all I know, none of that fugazi stuff is going on Candace's account. So you look like the fool regardless of who did it. The joke's on you, Lily. The post had detailed messages about Candace. It also had references towards her friendship with Candace. Things that other people that had access to her account didn't know. It also referenced Charlie Kirk's death, and it put in the tweet, "Please stay posted," as if this was a continuation thing. The tweet got deleted minutes later, and I just don't understand what she was doing. Maybe you took too much Vicodin or too much Adderall. I don't know what you were doing. You were off something crazy. You were on that Conor McGregor pack on a boat somewhere, just tweaking out, mad at the black woman. That's what it sounds like to me. If your account was hacked, then the first thing you do is report the hack and notify your followers. That's the first thing. You cover up the tracks that happen on your account. But none of that went down, which is it's crazy. That doesn't even make sense why you would do that and then just deflect on somebody else that didn't even have anything to do with it. Now, here's my take, right? Someone posted it, but that's not what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is someone already had this drafted for the announcement of her death with 4 carefully written paragraphs, and this was done in advance. Now, we all know that Candace Owens is a very controversial creator, very controversial spokeswoman, and at the same token, was there something planned that we don't know about behind the scenes? An attempt? Was this a warning? Was this a segment for her to be on alert for something? But then if you wanted somebody gone, why would you alert them? So there's so many questions outside of who did it that I believe are more important than actually who did it, because it happened. But what does that mean for Candace? She's alive, she's well, but this is very, 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 very serious that someone already had drafted a death announcement for this woman. Lily did it. You did it, Lily. Candace, you need to put the bottle down, right? Take a deep breath, okay? And just get yourself collected. Stop the hate. Stop the racism. Just accept it. Black people are gonna be here. We're gonna keep dominating, and we can work alongside of each other. Jordan Daly didn't have access to your account for months. It's proven, right? So all the accusations and the drafts that you're making, they're just false. Now you look like a buffoon. Foolery. That's what it looks like to me. I guarantee you it looks like that to you too. This is crazy. So tell me right now, do you think that Jordan Daly sent out the tweet? A hacker sent out the tweet? Lily Gaddis sent out the tweet? What does this mean for Candace? Was this a warning? There's so much that you could uncover with this. Let me know in the comments. Look, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you aren't new here, I appreciate you watching. See you guys in the next one. Out of here.